Hello, 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 entertainment daily lovers. Hello, 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 entertainment daily lovers. Let's do this. Let's check our sound first of all. Let's see if our sound is good. And then we'll get right into this conversation. Pardon me, my voice is down, but a lot is going on. JD versus this lady, the nanny. We gotta talk. We have to talk. We have to gist. Oh my goodness. Please let me know if you all can hear me properly. But it's late night over here, so my voice is not gonna be as loud as. Welcome, 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 everyone. I know you all been seeing what's going on and you've been wondering, hey, where's Entertainment Daily? Here I am. Here I am. Let's do this. Mm. Boy, oh boy. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, my kings and my queens. Let me know what you think about this drama unfolding right before you. Ooh, at some point, I was thinking JD would never say anything. Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining, please feel free to give the live stream a thumbs up so that helps YouTube to know that something is going on here. And they will push it. This is an interesting conversation we're going to be having. And feel free to comment, drop your 2 cents. Let me know what you think about what's going on. First of all, how are my kings and my queens doing? How are you all doing? How is everyone doing? Those of you watching me now, listening to me now, and those that are going to watch the replay, let's say tomorrow or a few hours from now. Let me know how you are doing. I hope everybody is doing good. Um, let me check. Hold on. I'll just share and we will start the gist. We're going back to the Instagram. Yay, that's my member in the building, ma'am. Lisa Bother. Welcome, 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 ma'am. Thank you so very much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so sound is good and what's up, man? Oh, what did I press? I was trying to check my sound. Okay, so sound is good, but pardon me, my voice is down. Like I said, um, it's actually 1 a.m. I wanted to say it's almost 1 a.m. and I just lifted my head and it's 1 a.m. my time. But let's gist a little bit. I've missed y'all. I've been missing out in action, so let's do this. Be patient, be patient, be patient. We're gonna start. But first off, we need to share. It is very important that you share if you have somewhere to share to. Um, mm, mm, mm. We are live. Let me share to my community and listen. Yay! Laura Lee! Welcome, welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining. Good evening to you too. Actually, now it's good morning from my side because it's now Sunday morning, 1 a.m. my time. Okay, so welcome, welcome everyone. Please like. Give us our like. We need it, we need it, we need it. It is very important. Give us the like, give us that thumbs up. It is very important for our stream. Okay, so from the thumbnail, you already know what we're about to get into. I'm just trying to set up properly and get ready, and then we will dive right into this conversation. So a lot has been going on, and JD's nanny is singing. But I have really, I have a lot to say about this whole thing that is happening. But I would just hold my peace. You know what they say? You know when they say hold your peace. I'm gonna just hold my peace on that And we're going to first of all tackle what is going on, Nani's spilling and whatnot. So we're going to pull up her page and on IG, and we'll pull up her recent videos and also what JD had to say. Since she's been talking, JD has been pretending he didn't know. Yeah, we have another queen in the building. Nelly, Nelly, welcome, 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 queen. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us this evening. So, um, this lady has been talking, and at first, JD was forming. He didn't know who that person was, or she was an alien. You know how JD likes to deny people that you already know, like people have evidence that you've been associating with this set of people. He comes out and he pretends that he doesn't know who these people are. But now, what we're seeing is that Justin has actually um, acknowledged that the lady was his nanny and that he fired the nanny for not doing her job, you know. And people quickly saw that comment where he dropped it and they screenshot it, and the drama continues. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Because from what this lady said, if you didn't, we started this series yesterday, okay, but we did the first this part. Say which job is really which job? I don't know which of the job. Is it the job of being his chick, or the job of being his nanny, the nanny for the kids? I'm not sure because he didn't specify. He just said he fired her for not doing a great job or not doing her job. But this nanny, like I said, on trends yesterday, we discussed about it and we went through a lot of the first part of well, so if you've not caught up on that, I also shared it to the community here because we're discussing two topics yesterday. So I covered the part of the nanny on trends, and then I spoke about what JD did with his kids on Entertainment Daily. But today I'm coming with the continuation here. Okay, so this lady, when she started talking in the post that is still on her Instagram, you will notice that she said this man did not employ her. Like, she's not officially employed. This is the words of this nanny, right? That if you look at it, she's not really officially employed by this man. Now, JD going to a blogger's page talking about what is going on. JD saying, I fired. Do you just fire somebody that you didn't employ? Because she's referring to herself as a friend. And to me, I feel like when you really read through what this woman is posting, the nanny, you will notice that it's almost like this nanny came in not really as a nanny, but came in as someone that probably thought the person was going to have a relation, some type of relationship with JD, something that might lead to maybe marriage or dating, or just something other than being. Because I'm just thinking, if you are a nanny, professional nanny, and with all of the stuff that I'm going to pull up for you all to listen to in a bit now, it doesn't make it make sense. You cannot be somebody that has worked in this nanny thing, caregiving or whatnot, and you don't know what you're supposed to do. How is it that you didn't even sign anything with this person and you were just working, oh, my friend and my this, and the trust was broken, and the other one, and the like, there's just something missing. So that's why I said I'm going to hold my peace, but I just wanted to just say this. um Marley said two, two jobs she had, and once he decided not to pay, she stopped both. She had two jobs, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me go over. Please, if you're just coming in, you are welcome. From the thumbnail and the title, you know what we're about to discuss. As I go over to pull up this woman's Instagram, the nanny, Justin's nanny's Instagram. Please, please, please do me well to like the live stream if you have not. Okay, that's gonna help a lot. Please, please, please like. Give your like. Okay, we are what 13 persons here. Please check if you have liked the live stream. If you have not, please do so. Okay, so let me find her Instagram and pull it up. Mm, um, okay. Jeba. Let me see. So we covered all down two, three, four. Okay. Yesterday. So let me see what is here today. Mm. Okay, so I'm thinking, should I play the video first or should I read what she or I read the caption first and then play the video so y'all can hear what she's saying. So she posted this, let's see, can I see 1 day ago? So JD's nanny said ASD plus ADHD plus femme black girl integrity. Chaos that is unfortunately not ideal for anyone. Yes, I may get in trouble, but has already been my source of inner trouble. I can't even sleep peacefully at night knowing that half of my things are still at Dr. Vanity's house. One thing I don't understand is the fact that these people keep referring to doctor. Just call him by his name, like refer to him by his name. Or if you really have to refer to him by this, say Mr. Chiropractor JD. Like, I don't know why she's still rolling with this doctor. I guess it's this doctor thing that JD used to deceive her in the beginning. That's why she forgot to sign contract as a nanny. I don't know how you're going to be a profession. I don't care what type of profession you're into, whatever you do, if you're going to work for someone, are you not supposed to be signing your contract? Like, sign something, put something down, even if it's what they call it, verbal agreement or something. Like, you have to put something down. Like, yes, we're agreeing on something. You just don't jump into somebody's house and started working for the person without fees or agreeing on how much you're going to be paid, how your job everything. Like, but it is what it is. So she so she give me a second. Mm, okay, give me a second. Let me see this. I'm coming. Let me just quickly respond to something. Ah, oh, okay. Sorry. Had a message just, and I had to respond to say. Laura Lee said timeline. Okay. Lee said she knew about Korra. She should have researched the man. Well, on her other post, she was saying things like, I don't know if how did she even say that thing again? Said, um, that not everybody knows about these people, and I think she's trying to act like she doesn't know what's going on, and it's just like she came in blind into this thing. But I find it difficult to believe that, what she's saying. I find it difficult to believe that. And truly, I agree with you, Liz. She should have. And even if she's saying she came in blind into this whole thing, didn't know who JD was, didn't know the hot mess that was going on, um if you're going to work for someone, are you not just going to be curious to look this person up? Mostly when you hear, I'm just thinking, like, if you hear this person is okay, you're divorced or you're separated, or even if the person said their partner uh passed on, are you not just going to be curious to see, did this person actually buy the unalive their partner, or was it a natural cause? Or if it's a divorce, you want to see, was it a messy one? Like, are you not just going to check a little bit to know what's up with this person? And if she had done that, the first Google she would have Googled JD or some, everything would have just popped up. About the next thing you'll be seeing is JD versus Korra, Korra versus JD did this. That's all you're going to see. And all you need to know, so you know how to protect yourself. You know that you're coming in with your deal. You're going to be signing your deal. You're not just going to pull up and not sign a deal or anything. Do you understand? So I don't even get it. So I just find all most of the things and I feel like she contradicts herself a lot. One minute she's sounding like somebody that they promised a lot, and she did her own part, and he ended up didn't keep. Did sorry, he ended up not fulfilling his own part of the promise, and that's why she's really pissed off. Not necessarily because she was in there for the no, she was there for the relationship, she was there for everything. Hence, she said she signed those things that she said she signed, that we spoke about yesterday, where she said she signed a court document that was going to. I'm like, yo, really? Anyways, uh let's continue. Said Liz said, I'm happy she is dropping videos. Yes, she is. She is. She is singing. She is singing. Ha. Mm. Liz said, she said she was trying to help him as a good father, yet she served Korra the court papers. Like, seriously, I don't know how people will look at somebody like that and refer to him as a good father. What is the definition of a good father to this set of people? That's the first thing I just want to ask. What is the definition of a good father? So let's continue with this. Which said, I can't even sleep peacefully at night knowing that half of my things are still at Dr. Vanity's house, and I got no reply when I asked for permission to hire a taxi rabbit to quickly get my items without any drama slash interactions. Now I'm in New York City with my things scattered across the country. I have lost enough already. I don't follow this man on any platform, so I have no idea what BS is being said. Really? You're working for someone and you're not even bothered to follow the person on social media? Okay. And she continued and she said, I'm carrying my passport out here loose AF in New York City because it's my only form of ID left. I didn't know people stole wallet in hospital, a waiting room, praying for LA. Those people are different. Hashtag Dr. Justin Dean, hashtag Justin Dean, emotional regulation, emotional abuse, greed, uh, hashtag difficult conversation, and that's it. So now I will go into playing um, what she's saying. To allow me to self-regulate. Let me know if y'all can hear. And inhale and exhale the bullshit that this has been. Okay, that's all I needed. Reasonable ask. Reasonable ask, except I have every credit card company calling me every single fucking day. Whew, y'all can swear. I look raggedy by association, not literally, because I look cozy. Even though it's fucking cold here. But yeah, because the disrespect was like so intentional and extra and not necessary and avoidable. You have no idea how many times my this man given him options to just be adult. Why'd you do it, Jibo? Why'd you do it? Because I couldn't afford to buy weed to allow me to self-regulate and inhale and exhale the bullshit that this has been. Okay, that's all I needed. Y'all saw this whole thing and you decided to put yourself. I don't feel sorry for any one of these people that JD treats the way he treats. Calling me every single fucking day. The handwriting is on the wall. If you can read it. Raggedy by association, not literally. Okay, so okay, let's go to the next. Why'd you do it, Jibo? Why'd you do it? Because I couldn't afford to buy weed to allow me to self-regulate. And here's the thing, I've never dealt with feelings before. I've dealt with men, plenty of bad men, plenty of awful men. My dad's an awful man, you know. I've meet awful men all the time. She said her dad is an awful man. I guess that's why you fell for JD's brouhaha. How scary it is to see somebody completely shift and become another person. Please let me know if you can hear. This literally make my heart race. Oh. Because I can't put it too loud because of the time. I'm telling you the whole way through,
I was professional enough and adult enough to make sure the girls never noticed any sort of tension between myself and the demon. Um, but there were a couple of times I literally just broke down in front of people that he knew. Um, not gonna name names, but anyways, it was like I felt like I was in Get Out, and I'm like,
Hmm.
somebody's here, somebody's here. I have to say something because I'm like, these people.
What's up? Why is it just okay?
And here's, but yeah, um, whew. Again, I'm from New York. Okay, that means it's not easy to get my attention. Okay,
It's not
this
about.
is I'm not living with, this is not Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I said that in my email to him once before. It was funny. Just try to give him perspective of like
Some
the
just
world does
weird
not
about this set of
revolve
people
around
that
him and
associates with
his
JD. I don't know
family
who
drama that he
noticed. If you do, let
chose to do.
comment.
Like what? Or chose to like start the domino effect So, oh Jesus. Anyways, yeah, I'm only feeling like a Joker tonight because
Maybe they saw her coming and
I have
going. Who
wasted a
knows?
lot of money. I've had to make a lot of unwise financial decisions and what's the word? And decisions in terms of where I put my physical space. Like trying to be out of the house as much as possible.
So saying weird sound. Noise is out. I wanted to be sure.
But yeah. Um, Again, I'm from New York. Okay. That
Okay, I
means
think okay. Let's go to the next.
okay. I'm back inside because it's cold. Um, I haven't even eaten today because I've been so stressed. I mean, I had a handful of what is it
You're
called?
just
Raisins in
going
here.
to get yourself.
No milk.
Did you all notice one thing? All of them are stressed.
But yeah, I think it's unfair to traumatize somebody and then leave them with a therapy bill that they can't afford. Especially as a medical professional. Okay. Um. So that's where I'm at.
Y'all didn't see how he traumatized
And
his
I know it's
ex-wife.
tacky,
You
but
went and
so
insulted
is
yourself. Um, he should feel sorry for you. If
being
he didn't feel sorry for the
bum
mother of
and
his
not having
children,
anywhere to go
y'all
and
are not
feeling
serious.
unwelcome, like a piece of dirt and scum. And having something
Exactly,
taken from me.
ma'am.
Wrong
Exactly.
twice.
There's just something up with these women. Some of them are acting like people that are on something, like very, very strange. Their
The fact that
behavior is
it
very
wasn't even a
weird.
real job, like an official job, and I was still like, bro, just let me do my fucking job. I don't even like work, but let me just do the job. That's what I was here to do and be great at it and save your ass many times.
Absolutely. Like
It
there's
wasn't
some
just
up.
half the girls' experience. It was like to be part of a cohesive unit, a healthy family unit. But I'm like, the man is opposed to peace.
The,
Oh my god.
and Liz is very correct. Yeah, of course, the Belgium lady talked about
Wow.
how, the terrible story. Now, this one is referring to her father
Wow.
too as a terrible
And
person.
I'm not
Like,
even for
what's up?
any particular party in all of this. Except the Jiva party, I guess. It's just a party of having a home and not living in a fucking Airbnb. The money.
Oh my goodness. Now she's showing her passport. Let's see, is she gonna say something? She's just showing her passport. I don't know. I guess she's trying to say that's her. Like, if you've been doing this job for so long, how did you even end up with somebody like JD? How did you not sign a contract? How are you now in a position where you cannot even find your things? Like, so many questions I have for this nanny. But for now, let's just be patient and wait for all the informations that she will be releasing, and see where this is actually going. Let's listen to
And
the
before
other
it was
video.
assumed that I'm raggedy, and I've never.
Let's see. Okay, let me see what she captioned this other one. Um, okay, so this is the second video she posted. Let me read what she said. She said, I went on medical leave and took a mental break from office work per doctor's orders. Doctor's orders. I know what a healthy working environment looks like. I know how grateful parents and legitimate employers communicate with their support team. I know how to be a team player focused on the big picture. I don't know I don't know any reasonable person who would put their child care provider in this position, but like a girl um who didn't want to live with an intense man who blamed her for ruining his chances to get justice. I cave now. I understand why this man didn't simply hire an Uber carrier because he knew signature would be needed later. Though I was upset and didn't want to be involved, I still supported my friend who was spiritually down. Um, he changed as soon as he started winning, and I confirmed that I wasn't happy with being used. Yes, I would have just lived. I would have just lived at home if I had other options. Not everyone has a great family, quote and unquote. Trust, trust me, my friends and family are cringing just as much as me, if not more. This is a continuation of the wasting of my time and brain power. I'm aware. But I finally understand the mindset of small town American who love being known for attacking their exes and creating family mess. I plan to spend one single day addressing this, hence the posting speed. I hate dragging things out. Hmm. She's trying to use this for fame. Babe, I'm trying to change my identity and move continents after this. Do some goddamn self-care and have my trauma brain studied for research. This is not a positive thing to be associated with. I'm not saying anything that I can't prove. And she said, not T-Mobile calling mid video. Perhaps I should just go back to Haiti like I was told to if I wanted peace. Okay, bye. And she continued with her hashtag nanny life, hashtag stress, hashtag toxic workplace, hashtag toxic men, hashtag Justin Dean, hashtag Dr. Justin Dean, hashtag mental breakdown, hashtag manipulation. Let's hear her now.
Before it was assumed that I'm raggedy, and I've never had a nice thing in my life, and this was a nice experience that I should have been grateful for. No. My last boss at my big girl corporate job, or my adult job, my last boss is one of the biggest donors to the fucking Democratic National Campaign. Okay. Her husband literally invented this fucking app
this
called Instagram.
this
Don't play
does
with me.
this does not it does not
Right? So I'm
matter
like,
like
this is
yo
this man.
like whatever this lady said here does not make any sense. Oh, this is not, oh, people are saying, okay, yeah, we know you should have known that people will come for you when you come out and drop these videos and say these things that you're saying. Some people will believe you, some people won't believe you, some people will believe you, and yet they will ask you, why did you even do it in the first place? So that's not even what you should be focusing on. Talking about, oh, you've worked for big people like the creator of Instagram and this and that. You've worked for big people like that and you didn't learn anything. If let's say that's just one of that you mentioned, you didn't learn anything in the process of working with such people, that you ended up with somebody like JD and allow JD to use you to sign nonsense document that he will use against his ex-wife, knowing fully well that I beg, this woman go and sleep.
Okay. Her husband literally invented this fucking app called Instagram. Don't play with me. Right? So I'm like, this
That
man
still
is
doesn't
literally the
make you
least
look smart.
prestigious
It actually makes you look
client or
silly.
person I've worked beside for in a very long time. So I'm like, for me, it is actually counterproductive, and I'm going to have to do damage control for my own, I don't know, personal and professional circle. And before he'll assume that I'm raggedy and I've never had a nice thing in my life, and this
Okay, let's go to the next.
into my circle of intelligent, professional, and
Intelligent.
private
On our
people,
intelligence,
it's
need they
very
carry on a
embarrassing.
ritual
And
that
to
no go
them, this
stay away
drama
from
is very
JD.
niche. Like chess is niche to most people. Like people that I know are what,
If you're just
Caribbean
coming
or
in, you're welcome.
American from New York City,
I don't know,
who are
is
hustling and
she
grinding and have
Caribbean? This one
no
she's talking
idea
about Caribbean American.
this individual is. And I kind of low key want them to mute me for this because I don't want them having to hear about this nonsense or to learn about, the existence of this human. Um, so yeah, it's stressful for me. I'm not having fun. If I could
Really?
redirect my
Susan,
phone
this
number
is
to a boy to cover these hotel bills, I would
JD
do
is
that.
funny.
I mean, he wouldn't pay them, but still. Um,
Liz says she's having a breakdown, and I feel sorry because Justin is a narcissist individual, and I bet he told her to go back to Haiti like he did Korra to go back to Nigeria. Look, anybody that is listening to me, look, when you're dealing with narcissist people, whatever they say, don't let it get to you because those are the first things they always say. They always come in attacking where you're coming from. They will try to make you look like you are what nothing. And the last thing you want to do is to allow such nonsense to bother you. Don't ever, ever let that bother you as a person, okay? Because there's no one place that is the best of the best, that is perfect in everything. Okay, the whole world is messed up. Every country have their good and bad story, good and bad people and everything, good side, bad side, and whatnot. Okay, so I don't even think if that is really getting to her, then she has a lot of work to do. Okay, she has a lot of work to do. But the reason why I find it difficult to feel sorry for these kind of people is the fact that JD came out online screaming on top of his voice. Okay, screaming on top of his voice. There is nothing, a person that can run down the mother of your children like that on social media is a very heartless, mean person. Because even if you're married to someone and you don't like the person anymore, and you feel like, okay, let's just end this. Let's not do this anymore. Okay, but the fact that this woman is the mother of your children, and you are just going to come online and say these type of things, run her down for how many years now? 2, 3 years now. You've been on this thing non-stop, recruiting people. That kind of person is not somebody that you should be associated with. That's not even somebody that you should be walking on the road and say good morning to, except the person says good morning to you first and you just respond and keep it moving. Don't even smile, let alone to stop and have a conversation with such person. Because if he could do what he's doing that he knows will affect his children and he's still doing it, what do you think he's going to do to you that you don't have any ties, like nothing? That's what these women fail to understand. And after they encounter him, they all come out with this, oh, mental breakdown. This is happening, that is happening. You see them talking, and the way they can, when they make these their videos, the way they sound, their looks, you can actually see that these people are losing it. How do you use your own money to go and buy trouble? How do you just sit down and with all the information and everything that is out there, you decided you wanted to work for somebody. You didn't even bother to know what ended this person's marriage. You didn't ask questions. You didn't want to know. It is just messed up, man. But let's keep listening. Let's keep listening to her. If you're just coming
Into
in,
my
you are
circle of
welcome. Don't forget to
intelligent
like the live stream, please.
professional and
Okay, so the next watch. Let's continue.
my network is literally chess masters, nonprofits, and philanthropists. Like,
Justin is a Trump supporter. About hating immigrants, eating cats and eating dogs. I saw that stuff. I
my
was just
network is literally
laughing.
chess masters.
I was just laughing. How this world is full of some sick muzungus, very sick Caucasians, very mm, crazy Caucasians, and I don't even want to hear any nonsense, and I don't want to see any nonsense in my comment section. Okay, because the evidence is out there. Everything you need to know from history to present day, the stupidity going on in these people's head and mind. Like I don't I can't. You know, when Trump was saying that thing, hey, Haitians were eating cats, eating, and I was just Mm. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, when you look at these people, when they say all these things and act and behave the way they behave, you wonder and you look at it like these are the descendants of, like, from history, like these are the people that have the worst of the worst forefathers, and the wickedness of their forefathers is all in all of them. They all have it. Even the ones that you think that are the best of the best, they are just not there yet. But when their true color comes out, you will be shocked. I'm telling you. So when he was saying that thing, I was just smiling and shaking my head, and I'm like, uh, I hope nobody takes this man serious. Nobody pays attention, because they will always say their nonsense. Anything that they will say that makes them look good and kind of putting other people down is what this set of people love doing. But the problem is that this nanny and the likes, and look at what's the other one, Miriam Awolowo, and the nonsense video where she was justifying the nonsense that Justin did about not creating Facebook page if you're not 13, the complete nonsense, and she called it educational content. She's lying. She's just spilling crap. And the other one is happy, laughing, ha 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 ha. Good for you, Korra. Good for. I'm like, yo, what is going on? What is going on? Immediately you see a Muzungu divorcing a woman of color. You, as a woman of color, the first thing that comes to your mind is to jump on that man's hand or man's bed or man's cucumber. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how he keeps using one. He uses, he dumps, he moves to the next. He uses, he dumps. He comes in with the insult. Oh, yeah, like, and they still go ahead and they support him and they keep rooting for him. And I'm like, yo, what is going on?
My network is literally chess masters, nonprofits, and philanthropists. Like,
Did she mute herself?
I'm trying to do actual productive work for society, for Black girls specifically. Like, I was actually,
He must have promised her marriage, dating.
I
You
was
know
so
how these
disappointed
narcissists,
with
that's the
amount of
first thing. They come
positive
in
change that I
cool,
was allowed to implement
smooth,
because old boy
sweet
was either
talker,
indifferent
love
or
bomb you, promise you the whole world.
resistant or
And when
ungrateful
they will show you their true color, you won't believe
for
it.
free suggestions and free process implementation, free streamlining of systems in the home to make it easier.
If you're just coming in,
While
you're
I was
welcome.
there and
Please
after I
like the live
left,
stream, give us a thumbs up, share.
I had so much unfulfilled potential that it stressed me out, and I created essentially a curriculum for building high IQ and high EQ children. So I was inspired by this. I was like, this is my purpose. Wow. I was
You should have just stayed in your lane and avoided
I
JD
think
from the
honestly,
beginning.
just to end this, it just all ties back to when you work below your pay grade. And that's what it was. If somebody has low personal standards, and you come down to, it's like, what is it? It's usually
And
your
why
most
do
difficult
you
customer
have to?
is the person who's asking for a discount or the person who can't afford the service. That's literally
It's
what it
totally
was.
different. It's not the same.
Someone who did not
Somebody
grow up
asking for a
valuing
discount.
education, right? And someone who they don't have that understanding of why it's so important for children to be doing productive things and not just be just idly running around or staring at a screen. Like, this is, do you know how much money parents pay for, like, nannies, governesses, like people who bring more to the table than just watching a kid? Like, literally someone's trying to mold.
Isn't it too late for all this
And I
explanation
think
she's
honestly,
giving?
just to end this, it just all
You
ties
know
back
all
to
these things and you didn't
when
sign
you
a,
work
a,
below your
a
pay grade.
contract from the
And
beginning.
that's what it was.
You
If
knew
somebody
all these things and you
has
allowed him
low
to use your
personal
brain.
standards, and you come down to,
Anyway,
it's like, what is it? It's
let's
usually
go to the next one. Let's see what she's.
my boss before this sold his previous tech company to Twitter for $100 million. I don't need this. This is not good for me in any way.
So your boss sold his business for 20,
That's what I need people to
for
understand.
100 million.
Embarrassing.
You didn't even sign a
a
contract.
This man who's obsessed with having Black women in his home. Okay.
And now you know.
Discarding them when he has gotten whatever value
Oh
he has
my
needed
God,
to
this is
extract,
embarrassing.
okay, and is using his initial association to one Black woman who he is constantly shitting on verbally all the time. Hates this woman, right? Calling her all kinds of names, but is profiting off of that association to her, and kind of using that relationship to prove, like, I can get beautiful Black women, or
No,
I'm
y'all
in
are
with the
falling for
community.
his stupidity. That's where the problem is. It's not about he can get, but falling for the stupidity. That's
My
where the
boss before
problem is.
this sold his previous tech company to Twitter for $100 million. I don't. Okay, last thing. As a kid, I used to always wonder. I'm like, who are these trashy people who would actually sign up to go on the Maury Povich show, or the Jerry Springer show, to be like, my baby mama, was a skank and all of this stuff. And I'm like, what kind of trashy people would sign up to embarrass themselves to do this? Like, to share their to put their life and their business out there in this way? Who would volunteer? And I'm like, a tacky human. This thing looks so scary. A tacky human. And it's fitting that this is October, because this truly is a nightmare for me. There are certain people who don't understand what the word shame is.
You're just coming. You're welcome. Please like the live stream.
For getting
We're
myself
listening
into
to
this
Justin's
and trust me,
nanny
if I had
talking.
a
She's
single
venting.
parent, either one of them, if I could have just moved back into their house, I would have.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's go to the next.
Also, I've never done a live video in my life, and I don't plan to, unless I do live stream a game or something one day. I accidentally went live once at a Jamaican party because I was so excited trying to record for my story. I'm like, this is lit. So, like, that's not the plan. That's not the intent at all. I've heard this man go live and just talk for hours. I just wish I could wipe my memory. Oh my God. Wish I can get my time back. Wish I could undo these eye bags. The damage control is gonna have to be so serious. I'm gonna just have to move. I'm gonna move to Switzerland and start over. Like, I have to burn my life here now. Because
This lady is just all over the place,
Also,
seriously.
okay, last thing. As a kid, I used to always wonder, I'm like, who are these trashy people who would actually sign up to go on the Maury Povich show, or the Jerry Springer
And
show
on the screen of
to
this
be like,
one,
mm-mm.
hold on the screen of this one, she wrote, and he's gonna get the next black porn to deliver me a restraining order. Just another spoke in the will. But jokes on you, buddy. Now I don't have an what? The other part I can't see it. Huh,
Human.
this is terrible.
This thing looks so scary. Attack a human.
And here, what are we seeing? Said, why am I involved? Los Angeles Superior Court, blah, 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 blah. Los Angeles, California. Hmm. Okay. Ah, the fact that somebody is just going to get themselves involved in something as messy as this, and now you're all stressed up from the way you're talking. She's talking like somebody that is already losing it. Is it now as this lady and the rest of them, they're looking at it, was it really worth it? You talk about your boss you've worked with the high and mighty, and then at the same time your things are scattered all over the state. Like, it's not adding up. What's going on? I feel like in the case of Justin, very few people can come in and we will agree with them that okay, they don't. Of course, Justin is not popular. Even in the chiropractor world, nobody knows him. Okay. But for someone as young as these ladies that I'm seeing, one would expect that at least you know social media, you visit social media, you use it. Okay, it's not like older people that will say, okay, they don't, so they don't. Why did you not look up this man before you went into this thing? Like you went in for a relationship, because there's nothing anybody going to tell me. Okay, there is no way you call yourself a nanny, a cleaner, a caregiver, a governess, anything you want to call yourself, you work it, that you will not do the right thing and just focus on your job. You are a nanny. You're there for the kids. Focus. And why are you crossing the line? Why was there no boundaries? He asked you to sign this, you signed that. He wants to talk nonsense about his ex-wife. Your ear is where he's going to pour all the. Do you know what negative stuff can do to you? Do you know how bad it is to be married, friends, connected somehow with a narcissist? It kills you. You're going to have a lot of health issues. So every time he wants to vent and talk about the evil things he wants to do to Korra, he pours it on in your ears, and you were comfortable listening to that. First, that's a person of color like you. Two, that's also a woman like you. You sat down and you followed him to go and plot and sign nonsense document that he was going to use against another woman. I don't know if you have kids now or you will have in the future. Because if you have kids, I would say you should understand the love you have for your children or your child. That's how somebody else too loves their children or their child. Now look at how you feel when he was saying all those things about his ex. It didn't occur to you people that wait, somebody that can behave like this to the mother of his children would do worse to me. Y'all enjoyed it for all the months that it lasted, for the years that you people were connected to JD. What you people fail to understand is the fact that if he could treat Cora like that, he would do you people worse. Because at least he benefited a lot from Cora. A lot. His kids, financially, everything. She supported his business and everything. Yet, look at how he treated that woman. And for some reason, this set of women that came into his life afterward thought that they are different. When he was running Cora down, I believe y'all were saying things like, well, I'm different. I'm going to help you. I'm going to fix you. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. Look where we are now. Liz said she's Haitian, like Cora's friend Nikki. That's why he went with. Oh, okay. Oh, Cora's friend Nikki is also from Haiti. Um, and said, okay, that's when he went with her. If she was a grassroots Haitian, she would have used juju on him. Who wants to waste their juju on an idiot? Who really? Who wants to waste their juju on this Oluku person? Liz said she's crying out for help. That's why mm, what he did to her was so traumatic. Could you imagine Korra with that man for over 5 years? Korra is a very strong woman. People don't understand. Korra is a if Korra would speak, if Korra would open her mouth, if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you will understand what I'm saying. Like if Korra will open her mouth and speak, mm, people will not believe it. Like you will just be rolling your eyes like this is not even possible. She is very strong and doing her best to keep going. But look at these women. Few months, some of them were there. 1 year, 1 year plus, and look at how they are unraveling. They can't handle. Yeah, been for 5 years, and you have to deal with him until yes, until Adina is 18. He needs to go to jail. Like seriously, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like one of the worst thing that can happen to you is first marrying a narcissist, then second having kids with them. Because now, even after if you decide to divorce, even after the divorce, you have to still deal with them, and they are the worst of the worst of the worst that you have to deal with as humans. Ali said, yes, he was abusing her. She's got all the anger. He was venting from Cora's divorce, her strength and progression, whilst he was stuck. It's so terrible that these people didn't see the handwriting on the wall and they just allowed JD to use them to the extent where they are now having mental breakdown. The other one had to go to the hospital. Doctor said take a break. Like when you hear the story of most of them that were associated with this, just you just feel sorry for them somehow. But personally, I don't, because I feel like most of them knew something about JD. They should have done more digging to find out what's up with this person before going so close to him the way they did. So Korra got class education and could bring 50-50. Now Korra is self-sufficient and is progressing, and he can't chop her money. Exactly, he can't. He can't. Yeah, her second book. I think her second book is going to be ready soon. From what she was saying, you know, it, she has a lot. She has a lot to to say. Let me see. Did she?
One more thing. Tell that nigga his father said hello, okay? I molded. I molded his weak ass from clay, his backboneless body from clay to make him better parents, okay? A know-it-all who will not take advice from anybody because he's the smartest man in the world, okay? So I don't want anyone to think that, oh, she liked him, it's a romantic thing. No, I'm his dad. I just want credit as a fucking father to that man. That's it. It's just respect that I want, and I just want acknowledgement of
You want respect from who?
a parental relationship.
From JD. That's not happening.
And it's elder abuse to treat your father that way, to just put your father out on the street. So
this lady is
that's
really
just what I
going
wanted to
through it.
communicate. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get back off here and go fishing.
This
tell
lady
my
is
son I'm disappointed in him.
she's really really going through it. Okay, so let's see how she said hair unblended in some cover photos because I had no energy left to properly attend to myself. Stress popping through the filter because I am a hard worker, a girl who gives an F about minimizing the trauma of a heavy divorce slash split custody instability by making the home a kiddie paradise. Screw me, I'm the worst, right? F me for insisting on a higher standard of living for confused children with too many temporary characters in their life. Well, I don't agree with this. Some of the things this woman is saying, confused children. Don't refer to those children as confused children because Korra is doing the best that she can for her children, okay? And she's focused. It's only JD that does not know his left from his right and does not understand what he's doing or what he's going to do. And that is where the issue lies, right? So the kids are not confused. Don't make it look like from both sides it's unstable and whatnot. From the moment you went in there, if you saw all of these things and you still went ahead and signed all of those things, you are like JD also somehow if we look at this whole thing. And because now you feel like you've been used and you feel the way you feel, you want to say, oh, confused children, you're trying to do stable, you're trying to get the stable, whatever for the children. You should have known that something was up with your dad. And if all of you had actually documented what you had to document instead of going to sign nonsense document to favor him, you people would have done what you would do. Maybe the court would have actually reduce the time from 50-50 for him to maybe 70-30 or something like that. But y'all went in there and all you could see was a Muzungu that sprays water on his hair and brushes his hair to one side and talks very smooth and pretend that he's one of the highest paid this thing in LA. And y'all were like, oh yes, a good catch, a good catch. And all the GoFundMe, PayPal, a Venmo, and all those other things that he gets, y'all gonna share together. Because one thing that all of you constantly refer to is the fact that he's making money out of this whole thing. And I think that's another thing that attracts most of you because these days we don't have people that wants to work, okay? Even if the pay is small, at least work and try to build yourself. Everybody wants that big, huge cash and whatnot. The same way that he went to rent a huge home that is bigger than him that he can afford. And yo, I don't feel sorry for any one of you. Seriously, I don't. I don't because if it's something that was private, I'll say okay. No, you didn't know. JD has been running his mouth all the time, and the fact that this person will keep venting from the first week, the second week, did you not see the red flag? Did you not see the red flag to say, okay, from the beginning, I made a mistake. We didn't sign a contract. Pull up a contract, sign a contract, get your head straight, focus on and the kids, and don't make yourself a listening ear. You must have brought yourself you brought yourself to the position where he knew that you were very comfortable. That's why he used you to the level he used you. Now that you're hot, the way you're hot, like it's terrible. Liz said, I wish I could write a book on how to entrap especially a narcissistic individual and win for African women. Right, please write the book. Write it. That book is needed. Seriously, a lot. And you see these people, God go punish you now. Well, lie, God go punish you. They know what they're doing, and they will always pick from Africa or Asia, because it will take you time before you will discover who they are. And if care is not taken, it's too late or the damage is done already. And you now start battling. And then most of the times, people don't win those fights. In fact, it is well. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Lee said, did you see how she looked when she first dated him? The video combining June's hair with the robe on, she was looking unkept. when she was trying to be like Korra singing, she told June she was silly. Yeah, I did like the choice of words the choice of words she was using. Like, that's not something you should, as a nanny, that's not what you should be using for kids. And I think June said, I'm not, or something like that. Response. Exactly, yes. June, that child is so smart, smarter than all this bunch of women that JD brings uh, she and her sister, you know. Mm, let me see. Okay, did we read it all? Let me see. We have something else. What? Okay, it's paradise. Okay. Oh, hi, confused children with too many temporary character in their life. And she said, but maybe he's right. Maybe it was harassment. Then again, anything feels like harassment if you are determined to never change. It's almost like immature, immature men don't know how to be effective co-captains because they default to feeling defensive. Hashtag Mr. Perfect. Hashtag Mr. Innocent. Hashtag Mr. Morals. Hashtag uh, Vigor Woman. Hashtag Daddy Issues. Hashtag Dad and Son. Hashtag Dad. Hashtag High Standard. And hashtag Emotional Intelligence. No, no wise. No, they talk about emotional intelligence. Um, okay, so that's it. So let me see. Did she post something else related to this? Let's see here. Writing the board. She's showing a video of a cat. She's filming a cat on the rooftop or something like that. She said, "Actually, no need to send me an email update about my name being slandered. Law. What? I have enough stressful email already. Thanks. And your time is more important than that. Donate to, I don't know what she wants people to donate to. I said, if you can spare time to. And she said, I anticipate first respond because this is nature of, what is she talking about? Fun fact. Let me just go through it and see if it's not related to this. I won't bother reading it. Simply ups human wanting. Okay. Guess that's not what we want to see. Okay, so let me check her story. Anything says to folks who don't get why I'm upset. Let's see. Wait, she said to folks who don't get why I'm upset. Uh, what do you call a black woman who takes care of a white person's home and family? Who takes care of a white person's home and family for no pay, no respect, and no regard for their well being and future? A maid, house slave, or a wife? None of this describes me, therefore, I object. It's about the human dignity and common decency that was agreed upon in the event of a split. There is an agreement to be mutual considerate. Now you didn't know. Ah, so he values punishing women. Uh, the next post she said he values punishing women for bruising his ego over peace and harmony. It is a commitment to self-sabotage. I can only guess that the trigger was me being thoughtful enough to give notice for my leave. Some people are furious if they don't win the breakup, but that should be over by 36. Why bully me, a friend, the whole way out? Let me see anything else you wrote. Okay, here it says, I won't allow any man to use me as a weapon to wage war in a cause I don't believe in, then attempt to sweep the remains of my body aside like a human sacrifice. I am not I am not, nor will I ever be a white man's pawn. They don't use you finish. Now that time you know, so you know be white man pawn. Get out of here. Said if y'all learn about chess, you had You'd be a lot more understanding of strong principle. Mine just happened to be family rooted in black dignity. And it continues. Survival mode. Maybe I don't maybe people into corner unless you're trying to provoke an eventual reaction. Hotel and hostel in a major city aren't cheap or free. And she posted some stuff, I guess, to prove what she was saying. Said to the conspiracy theorists in the room, I have made a whole $0, so feel free, take the day off and enjoy some scenery. Now to peacefully exhale, to enjoy a weekend of my notifications turned off. Love you and bye. Ooh, 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 ooh. Which one be this one? Let me see. Um, oh, where can I see the first words there? Saying this world, who's something something. Mm, the song and whatnot that she put on the blog star. So let me see where I can see. Said it said, me are then concerned of the future of the planet. Legit African people from the continent attempting to shit on me to defend a white man they have never met in person. That's wild. Madam, go sleep. Some of all are they mad. Well, she said legit African people from the continent attempting to shit on me to defend a white you that you shit on the head of an African woman, you that you're from Haiti and you shit on the head of an African woman, a black woman that look like you, to go and sign a nonsense document. Now that other African people are now doing the same to you. If we're working with what you're saying, that legit African people are supporting a white man that they've never seen, you didn't select a white man over your black sister that he divorced. You see how karma can be. Now they pay you back. You want to complain that I beg, go sit down, Joe. When you're doing nonsense, know that you're doing nonsense. You went in there, you said you've worked this job, you've done this, you've done that. How did it not occur to you that you should have protected yourself from the beginning? How did it not occur to you that the stories he was telling you didn't add up? How did it not occur to you that you shouldn't have signed that rubbish document that you signed against Korra? Anybody want drag you, let them drag you. You deserve them. Okay, you never begin to unravel. When you not get sense, you not get sense. That's what it is. Not everybody will look at you and just ignore the whole thing. Justin knew what he was doing. Those of you, Frida, Miriam Awolo, or Lol, and the rest of you should have known that Justin didn't like you people. Justin just selected you people because he wants to hurt Cora, and you people fell for it. So if anybody is dragging you, enjoy it, because when Justin was venting, insulting Cora, and saying all those lies about her to you people sat down and listened. You people sat down and thought, oh, he's such a super father that some of you even bought him a shirt of super dad. You didn't end there. You people were working hand in hand with him to destroy. Now that people are just dragging you're crying, but you helped him to carry out the document that they're going to use in court. Madam, go and sit down. Anybody that drags you, made them drag you. They never drag you like I pass my neighbor generator, you go see. Who do any I go collect? So yes, a legit African people from the continent attempting to shit on me to defend a white man they have never met in person. That's wild. Uh, Donors are that man retirement plan, but whatever, but what ifs. Now, I guess they have been sufficiently influenced. Says read Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Some people will fall for virtuous grading every time. The same way you fell for it. Now you're referring to Chinua Achebe's book. People should go and read Things Fall Apart. Didn't you read Things Fall Apart before you fell for Justin? Contract you did not sign, Madam. This thing. Rest, Joe. Seriously, rest. Let me see. Is there anything else we have to read? Uh, I'm reading from her story now. You said, happy to be Haitian from a country that fully rejected users and You see how you find out people that don't have brain. When you get to the point as a person of color where you now allow this person, JD, as European as he is, you know where they come from, they pretend they're Americans, but as European as he is, to do what he's doing, and now you want to look at the people that you said are from Africa that are dragging you, and now you want to say, oh, I'm glad I'm from Haiti. It doesn't matter. I'm looking at some of you, I'm just laughing. All these ones that say, oh, I'm glad I'm from the Caribbeans and I'm this. Relax, let me shock you. When he read for this world, first of all, let me say it in pidgin and then I will say it again in English. When he read for this word, when these people ready to tidy the matter of people of color, no matter where you come from. My point is, people that are saying, "Oh, I'm Caribbean, I'm Haitian, I'm Black American," when they look at you, they say, "This thing we want to do is for people of color." It doesn't matter where you're situated in this planet. All of you look the same, and if they decide to target people of color to be everybody, so this nonsense that people will come out, you do your bullshit instead of you to come out and accept that what you did, you fell for JD and he was able to use your brain. You're now talking about the country you're from, the country you're not from. If you're talking about the country, you've already embarrassed your own people. You've already embarrassed the people from Haiti. If we look at it that way, because you fell for justice. If your people don't fall for colonizers, you as a hate, so that means you're the first. You broke history. You broke the record. Take your Guinness World Record as the number one stupid Haitian person. This woman should not open her mouth and be talking. If you're gonna talk about what JD has done, talk about that, but don't come out and start to say any nonsense because that document that you said by yourself that you signed, so people should smile and be clapping for you. Take several seats, man. You and your mumu head. Let me read this to y'all. It said, happy to be Haitian from a country that fully rejected users and colonizers. Unconvinced by the charade, I also knew my time was up when someone started sourcing or primarily communicating with, I guess, because she just put W there, from my country and trying to casually Haitians, uh, get me to meet Haitian female friends at the house that felt cringy and very weird. Like, what are you trying to set up, bro? Unfortunately, my dad is also an immigrant hunter, and I know this game. Um, they introduce you to other women to make themselves seem more down and trustworthy. The way it's easy for you to even throw your dad. I don't know what's the issue going on between you, but if you are as smart as you are, you would address JD's BS, and then at a different time, if you want to tell the story about your dad or how horrible your family is, you want to bring your family issues online, well, you could do that. But we keep seeing you slipping in how horrible your family is, how horrible your dad is, how this, how that, into this JD stuff. It shows that you are not as smart as you pretend to be. And when someone is always pushing it to you, telling you that I'm so smart, I'm so smart, I'm so smart, I'm this, I'm that, it means that person is not smart. Because that's another thing JD also does, where he will be talking about how brilliant, how smart, how other people are done. People that are smart don't really come out to sing their praises. Other people that will tell you this person is a very clever person, this person is a very smart person, this person is a very wise person. But when you're the one singing your praises every day, you can make one sentence without praising yourself. It means something's up with you. They said, you run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you no, you're not a colleague. You're effing colonizer, mastermind. Hmm. What did she? Okay, so which one is this one? Did she say anything here? Every time I get dressed, I have to change because it's too hot or something outside. Said RIP to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. My sis with the. Mm, I'm trying to see document present memories and whatnot. Okay, that's for something else. Let me see. This one is what? There's something special about capturing. Okay, okay. So she posted a bit about the chess. I think she plays chess or she loves playing chess. Mm, so she posts about that also with all this other stuff that she has going on. One thing that people need to understand is the fact that you cannot come out and say that you're this very smart person, you're put together, you're all of that, and we clearly see you you know, behaving the way you behave, spilling and telling us all these things that you have done, and we're supposed to be clapping for you. Do you not understand that the fact that you said you allowed JD to even use you, that's something that is going to make people to look at you in a the type of way, So first off, I'm just going to tell this lady, if anybody going to advise this lady, they should advise this lady to just calm the F down, okay? Calm the F down and tell your story and don't try to start fighting with people because that's not going to work. That's not going to work. This that you're trying to say, oh, this person is doing this one, you're this, you're this, you're that. You've already done what you've done. And nobody knows what all the times that you and JD were having these conversations. We don't know what you said. Okay. I find it difficult to believe that all the while that JD will be venting to you, you just close your mouth and not say anything. And I also find it difficult to believe that all the while you were working for JD, you were in that home, you didn't know all those their private meetings that they were having. You didn't see anything. I find it very, very difficult to believe that. Okay. So if JD will also come out and post maybe some of the recording where you must have been saying things and all of that, it's also not going to look good for you. So if people are already dragging you for the little ones you've done, don't go and even provoke people the more to start mentioning the continent of Africa and all of that. Trust me, if the heat comes out from there, you won't be able to handle it. You won't. Okay? Nobody can. You don't know. Don't play. Don't start what you can't finish. And may they not carry you for mind, because if they carry you for mind, you don't be. You're already unraveling. Let them not face you squarely. What you should do is continue posting about JD and the mistake. Was it a mistake? Let's just call it a mistake, but was it really a mistake? Like you knew what you went there for. I feel like you went in there for a relationship. You wanted to date JD, or he promised you the whole world. Hence, you were able to just clearly bathe those children, brush their hair, play with them, but at the same time, you were helping their father to do something that will hurt their mother. If you were really a good nanny, you wouldn't do that. From the moment he opens his mouth to tell you, he said, look, I was employed. You said you were not officially employed, though, so you were unofficially employed to be a person that was going to take care of the children. And every single damn thing you do should be focused on you taking care of the children and not getting involved in anything. I don't care if he's your friend, if he's your brother or whatnot. You tell him, keep me out of your marital brouhaha. I'm not going to get involved in your marital saga and whatnot. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't there when y'all were married. I don't know what happened in the home or what didn't happen. So please keep me out of it. I don't want to hear. I'm not going to do nothing. Okay, I respect you. I just want to do my job, focus on your children, and that's what I'm going to do. But no, you felt comfortable enough to go support your friend, calling him your friend, supporting him, allowing him to vent, and now all the venting he vented is now affecting you. You don't they behave like a sacrifice for the gods. Um, Let me read comments. So we call them modern, modern. They go to yes countries and get girls under 25 and bring them and abuse. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. She wanted to replace Korra with her children. He knows what he's doing, and these women just fall for it. And later they come and start screaming nonsense, screaming that we don't understand. and we don't care. We don't want to understand. So she just play. She oh, yeah. She does play chess. That's why does they use use chess. So I must clear up a point between Africans and Caribbean people. The latter were told that Africans do not like them because they are sons and daughters of slaves. That's the nonsense. But I feel like people need to do their research, and not only the Caribbeans. This goes all round. Anybody outside the continent of Africa that looks like Africa always have this. And my question is, why is it that people are not even open to ask the question? I'm not just saying it, but Africans are the best at all the continent. No one matches. No one. Africans are the best. This whole world, no country, no continent, no anything can compare when it comes to how Africans are. Africans love mostly people that they would rather do bad to the person that is next to them, but not to you that is coming from somewhere else. So just because you've been told a story does not mean that you cannot find out yourself. But people are not even willing to have that conversation. Where a lot of people just feel like Africans don't like us, Africans don't like us. These other ones will say, oh, they avoid us. They say they should not mingle with us. When is that time that people of color would be comfortable enough to sit down and have these difficult conversations? So at least you know where you were lied to. It just baffles me that in 2024 we're still having these issues where we have our people from this other side. uh, well, we even call them our people. They don't even see themselves as our people. First of all, Africans will always refer to any person of color as our people, but rarely would you see other people refer to themselves as one. Okay, it's only certain when certain things happen, that's why they say, okay, we're all. But that's just nonsense, man. Whoever told people this type of story just lied, and they just did. And isn't it obvious to make sure that that bridge is there? Take for instance, watch at how many Caucasians go to Africa to invest, to milk out. How many people of colors go to invest or to do business and whatnot? But all the richest people in your countries and whatnot that are people that don't look like you, where they go to is motherland, because they know how important it is. But you, that your roots are there, you're the one that doesn't even want to hear anything. Don't you think they did it deliberately to make you feel that your people from back home? Look, the root will always be the root. Without the root of a tree, that tree is nothing. The leaf, the branch, everything will wither. The root is what feeds everything. Having these conversations is really going to go a long way, where people will get to understand that what you think about motherland is not what it is. And if you have the opportunity to visit yourself, do it. That's what I always tell people. Like, don't take anybody's word for it. If you have the opportunity, you have the funds, you can afford it, you can go down there. You go, just pick one of the countries you want to and go. Let's see how you will feel after you leave. If it's 1 week, you can stay. If it's 2 weeks, whatever, depending on your pocket. When you go back to your country, tell me how you feel. You will not go to motherland and come back feeling rejected or feeling like, oh, I felt different. I felt like I did. Mm-mm. When you go there, you will feel at home. But of course, they will always tell the nonsense lies that they want to tell to separate all of us, and we're not putting in enough effort to have difficult conversations. Even our people that own huge platform where they will start such conversations, they are afraid of the mhm, those people. So the letter told that the Africans do not like them because they are sons and daughters of slaves. Caribbean people are familiar with. So Mm. Ah, how would somebody even believe a story like this? So Africans would not like the Caribbeans or the other people because they are sons and daughters of this. But then the people that this story is not story, and I hope people don't hold on to this kind of thing because it's not true at all, at all. It's not true. It's not true. But then when anyway, let me keep reading comments first. So white people, most Caribbeans are mixed with yeah, white, Chinese, Indian. So they have diluted the African gene, unlike African who were not and only recently married. Mm, I understand. Yeah, I get your point. I get your point. Okay. Angelica, I totally agree. Black people should stop that nonsense. They should do their own research. As far as I am concerned, we are one people. Exactly. The other time was the Americans. The Black Americans, that some of them have these feelings, and we're this. They said they told you people not to associate with us. They told you not to. And I'm like, if you don't sit down and have these tough conversations, how do you know what they told you? Do you even think anything they told you is true? That rubbish that they wrote, that you people study in school as histories and nonsense. It's like, but you people sold us out. You people sold us out. Really? That's the rubbish they wrote, and you read it, and then you got angry that your people sold you out. But they did not tell you the part where they were taking the precious stones, diamonds, and giving ordinary mirror today. Let somebody do it to you now. Let's see how you feel. Did they know better then? There are conversations that you will have, and we have our brains intact now. And I think we can all sit down. It will be difficult, but we can have those conversations. Why read a book written by an idiot? A book written by somebody that the person wants to just manipulate you. And they succeeded because all around everybody have their own grudge. The reason why I don't want to associate with motherland, I don't want it. But the same people that wrote those books, they are the ones going to steal things that you would have used. That's why when you go to these countries, you see people of color not having anything compared to these other people. But these other people go to the same motherland that they told you don't like you. They go there after their own forefathers did the wickedness that they did, but they are still able to go down and milk. And you that you're originally from there, because that's your roots, diluted, undiluted, whatever. If you like, bleach your skin to look like anything. Your roots are your roots. Your DNA will be your DNA any day, anytime, dead or alive. So I think the earlier we understand that the books you're reading in school, the stories they are telling you over there, it's not the truth, the better. And if you're able to go down by yourself and you feel like you were treated differently, then you can now come back and talk. Because if you nobody will even look at you twice. As a person of color moving, nobody will. The only time that people will look at you is when you talk, when you speak, and if your accent, and that's the normal thing. They're like, okay, this one is coming from. And even as Africans, we have different accents. A Nigerian like me, when I talk, and somebody from Tanzania, you will notice that we don't pronounce the words the same. We don't have the same accent. Somebody from Zimbabwe, somebody from Ghana, somebody from Kenya, somebody from Mozambique, somebody from Tunisia, somebody from Malawi. We don't all sound the same. So when you talk your accent, you're like, oh, okay, this one, and we have that thing that we like. People, I just feel, and I keep saying it, our people out there are missing out. And when you step your foot, you will say it by yourself. The few people that have gone back, you will notice that they will tell you that they did not feel like they were strangers. Why? Because no African person will look you, even if you're not a person of color. Nobody looks at you and as a stranger and wants to treat you as a stranger. Forget all these diluted things that people call culture and wanting. Go to motherland and see what culture and tradition is, and then you will understand. Don't believe every nonsense told to you by the same people that messed up everything, that messed up the world. That's what I have to tell. And the earlier we have these conversations, the better for all of us. Lee said it's true. What the nanny was saying about Haitian, she was saying, so you're correct. It will be our children and grandchildren, which I, I hope, but the way things are going, if you even look at this new set of people coming in, I think what they call them, Gen Zs or what, their own is even worse because they don't have patience. They don't. So I feel like it's easy for somebody to confuse most of them, for most of them to believe because the books are written by these people, the history. Now, but is it somebody that could not write that would tell you? Stories were told in a different way. Like most things were not really written down and documented, but it was told as stories. Where we used to have all those tales by moonlight, where we sit out in the night, but it's the huge bonfire in the community, and the elders told stories. And in return, and as you grow older, those stories are being passed down from generations to generations. That's how most records were kept. So people need to understand that these ones that wrote book, pretended that they wrote history. They wrote it the way they want to write it. Okay. Take for instance, people would make comments like, "Oh, y'all are serving the gods of white people, Christianity, this, that, that," because they want to make people believe that that's a European thing. But it is not. The same way that people think that coffee is also a white man's thing, which is not. Where do I start from? Where do I not start from? And we still have our own people that don't know, that will look at coffee and they say, "Oh, this." No. Civilization too. Is it by mistake that they present civilization as, oh, the Greeks? But who is behind the Greeks? The big names that they say, oh, this one brought this one found this one found that. Where did they get it from? Africa. But where did they decide to choose to put as where civilization came from? Greece, one of the countries that is filled with just majority of white and nothing else. Don't believe the rubbish books written by idiots. That's all I'm going to tell you people. Do your own research by yourself and find out things that will shock you. Find out things that will blow your mind. They will tell you, but these people, they have this, but you didn't have that. Things that you've already been doing from many years ago. We put the children on our back to tie them. Right? It's been like that. How long did it take the rest of the world to discover that putting the child, the little baby on your back and tying the babies, it's good and it helps their bone? Is now orthopedic doctors and whatnot, they're finding out and beginning to say, oh, good thing Africans were doing from ancient times. And that's why we don't have these issues that the rest of the people have. But when they see you put your child on the back, they will laugh. So where do we even start from? And so let's not believe everything that we see, and let's not believe anything that they say, because these people are not capable of saying the truth. That has been taught to them by their forefathers, and they carry on, and they will always keep lying to protect you know what. So that being said, back to what we were discussing. We'll keep an eye on Justin's nanny's page. And now that Justin has gone to a blogger's page to say that he fired her because she wasn't doing a good job, at first he said he didn't know her, like she was not. I guess when she started posting all those videos and evidences to show that he knew her, now he says He fired her because of that. So, anyways, good. We'll keep our eyes open and let's see where this is going. Seriously, it's now past 2 a.m. my time. I will just go and catch some sleep. I wanted to come in here so we'll have this discussion. It's, weekends are like, okay, let me come in and let us have this conversation. So let's see how this goes. Tomorrow, maybe she's going to post more, or even today, she will post more. Liz said she just posted a video of Atina washing dishes. Yeah, I think she posted that 2 days ago or so. God, their noises for. Yeah, I think she posted that before this recent video. But yeah, I think some of the people were even telling her to be covering the kids' faces, and she was trying to explain all of that. She's posted, and I think she will continue to post because according to her, she's trying to gain back her respect and whatnot. So let's see how that goes. Angelique said they try to divide the blacks because they know if we are united, we are. Of course, unity, there's power in unity. And a person that wants to cause you harm and don't want to see your progress or any good thing happen to you will go for division. That's one good way that you're going to make people to just be going around in circles and not making any progress. And it's been that way for too long, because I'm just thinking, if these conversations are had, like, what is the worst thing that will happen? This person from this side says, this is what we hear, this is what we know, this is what history says. The other people from this side counter what you say with the best of the evidence that they have to present, and then you look at it by yourself, use your own brain yourself to reason it and see that, wait, it seemed like somebody lied somewhere, you know, and it's nobody saying it's going to be easy conversation, but at least it will give you a better understanding of what really happened instead of being told by somebody that sat down, had their meeting, planned on how they were going to continue with this division thing and continue to manipulate for centuries upon centuries. And it's been that way. And when you're angry, most times when you're angry, you don't want to hear anything. And that's what they made sure they did to get people really mad and pissed off at what happened. And you will not want to do your research. On a normal day, when you're cool, calm, and collected, you can reason things. But when you're upset, you don't want to reason anything because you're already pissed off. You're like, I beg, will you go to hell? What am I even going to do with you? So you don't even bother to listen or hear the person out because you're that upset. So I hope that in the future these conversations will be, hard, and people will be able to understand better, and people that are willing to go down to motherland themselves to experience, go and see for yourself and see how you will be treated. You know, uh, that's what I can say for now. And I will leave you all tonight. Let me go. It's already 2:36 my time, so time for me to go and relax. I'll check what's going on because a lot is going on. She might still post something. Is she going to respond to what JD said? Is she not going to respond? All of that we're going to find out. But for now, I want to say thank you all so very much. Thank you, thank you. God bless you for joining me today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Uh, that's my member, Liz Labode. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so, so much. Thank you for always making it fun, 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 fun. I said, good night, Queen. Chorus constant. It's tonight. Oh wow. And we were going. That's the thing with that's the thing with the American time and European time. When we're sleeping, America is bubbling. So Korra's comes. That means it's tomorrow. I'm going to see the post and what's going on over there. How the event. I wish her all the best and everybody involved in that program. And please, people, support the little way you can support her. If it's to watch it, if you're close by, hope you have tickets, you're ready to go boogie down, boogie down, boogie down. We know it's going to be fun, fun, fun over that. Well, also to add, I want to say I love the way Cora handled the daughter's page being taken down. She just knows that she's going to be facing a lot of battles, and she did not let that, make her feel certain type of way. And that's really amazing. Okay, let me see. Facebook blocked who? Yes, I misunderstand. Who did Facebook block? Facebook is always up to something. Seriously, Facebook is always up to something. Well, let's see. We're going to keep our eyes on this story. And the question I also want to ask is, oh, we blocked Korra for 30 days. Ah, yeah. Mm, Facebook. Now what? So the question I want to ask is this lady going to be the last person of color that is going to go so close to associate with Justin? Or do y'all think Justin will continue to recruit people of color? Because since the divorce, I've not seen him. What, he cannot get a nanny that looks like him. I'm just thinking, or get a nanny that is maybe Asian or something. Like, must your nanny be somebody that looks like Cora? What is his plan? Like, how many lives does he want to destroy before he calls it? Like, I don't understand. It's almost like he feels like every time he recruits these people and he does all these evil things, and you see them come online and they're all heartbroken, they are unraveling, they're, all these things happening to them. He feels like he's winning Korra. He feels like he's doing Korra over and over and over again, but he's destroying lives. When will people realize that this person does not want you to just come and work for him? He just doesn't want you to be his friend, but he wants to do something that affects people that looks like his ex-wife. As many that will hear, stay away. You want to be his friend, you can be his friend from afar if you're that desperate. But if you ask me, there is even no need. There is no need. Well, what can we say? Not too long ago, we saw the lady that he kept pushing for her to come out and tell the story of how her father unalived, and we kept the Belgian lady and we kept talking about that. And we've not even finished. This nanny has come out. Who is the next person that is going to come out and tell their story? Who is the next person? Well, I want to say good morning from my side, and let me just go and relax and rest my head. And I will see you all tomorrow if there's something else to gist about this. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. This is Entertainment Daily. It's okay. And we cover celebrity gist, content creators, gossip, world news, and interesting stuff. Okay. Everything that is interesting we discuss over here. So subscribe, turn on notification bell uh, so you don't miss. If you're only interested in the Korra and JD's saga, then there is a playlist where the videos and live stream are dropped. And if there's any topic you think you've missed, you can click on the playlist when you go to the channel, and you can catch up You can watch the replay of that live stream so you catch up on what we discussed uh, on the said topic. That being said, thank you so very much for joining me tonight, actually, this morning. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now. God bless you all. May God guide and protect you all. May your going out and coming in be protected. May God prosper you, good health, sound mind. May everything you put your hands to, may it be successful. And may you reap the fruit of your labor, long life, prosperity, every good thing you wish yourself. That is what I wish you all. God bless you. May God guide and protect your family members. And God bless you all. Much love from my side. And good morning to you all. I'll see you all on our next topic. Bye for now.